my name is Garrett Bailey, and today I'm going to discuss the guidelines from the NCAA on caffeine and athletic performance. Specifically, we're going to discuss the benefits, disadvantages, types of athletes that may benefit, the NCAA's current guidelines, as well as current recommendations for athletic performance. So first, we're going to start with the benefits. Potential benefits include decreased pain and perception of fatigue, decreased perceived exertion during submaximal resistance training, improved performance in endurance and sustained high-intensity training or competitions with consecutive high-intensity bouts lasting longer than 90 seconds, increased body coordination, agility, and concentration to sustain training intensity. Potential risks include that caffeine is a banned substance by the NCAA, and if a urinary caffeine concentration exceeds 15 micrograms per milliliter when tested, this would cause you to test positive on the drug test, which essentially means you failed the drug test and you tested positive for a banned substance. Things that contain caffeine that you need to watch out for are energy drinks, pills, and sports performance enhancers. And the NCAA also lists a risk for caffeine use as more caffeine is not necessarily better. Caffeine consumed at very high levels, which are 6 to 9 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight, this can cause gastrointestinal issues, nausea, or shaking, as well as overstimulation that can negatively impact training, sleep, and performance. Caffeine is an addictive substance when consumed regularly and amounts as low as 100 milligrams a day, which equals to about 1 cup of coffee. Withdrawal symptoms of caffeine include headache, fatigue, depression, irritability, insomnia, increased or irregular heart rate, and increased blood pressure. Caffeine consumed without adequate fluids can negatively impact thermal regulation in athletes training in hot environments. Now to discuss athletes that can benefit from it, and specifically we're talking about NCAA Division I basketball players, and they especially can benefit because it says that high-intensity training or competitions with high-intensity bouts lasting longer than 90 seconds is a benefit of it. Of course, that it happens in basketball, and it's high intensity as they're sprinting back and forth down the court. Other sports such as football, where it's a high intensity down the field, or soccer, where they're sprinting back and forth, that could be a benefit too, except they would only need to use it during training, not during competition, as they could potentially test positive during competition. And that covers the NCAA guidelines on it too. It is a banned substance for competition, but can be used as a training aid. So the recommendations on it now are to not consume more than 2 to 6 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight, and this would be 1 hour before performance. And the recommendation would also be to not consume it at all before an event, and that would be caffeine and performance.